Hello y'all, welcome to part 8 of my Rene Guenon Morocco playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod, Kaiserredux. In part 7 we lost some territory in France we had been holding on to, and also a naval invasion was launched by the Third Internationale into Iberia. Well, they landed in southern Spain and took a large portion of Andalusia. And besides that, the Entente is now at war. The Entente faction is now at war with the Commune of France and their friends in the Third Internationale because the British, the Union of Britain, tried to invade. Well, they went to war with the Republic of Ireland. That's the real reason they're now fighting one another. And we have some Lend-Lease here from the Socialist Republic of Venezuela. And we are fighting syndicalists, so it is a little strange. Honestly, Venezuela is helping us, but whatever. And right now our goal is we got to stop this naval invasion in Spain. Like, those units are getting out of control. We need to push them back as hard as we can. Let's actually take all the units from the, from the 3rd Army, which was doing garrison duty, and try to push into Spain and try to retake that, then put them back on garrison duty. Move some divisions here to the 1st Army, hold on to our gains possibly in France. Just hold down the lines, please. Do last stand, anything to stop the advance there. Just do what we can. Just push hard. We need all these divisions here. We're going to have plenty of units get hit by, say, get hit by submarines as their convoys try to move in position. We're not getting some supplies here. Flanders Wallonia is not trading enough with us for some reason. Okay, yeah, they are. They're fine. Now we have too much supplies. Oh, no. Great, so what are we doing with our Navy? Can we move our Air Force a little bit, possibly? How much of a... There's just so many planes. We can't fight this many planes. It's absurd. Naval bombers are up, though. Send a few of them into the Western Mediterranean just to annoy the Third Internationale, who's there. The Third Internationale naval forces. We're trying to take back Spain. It is such a pain to fight for Iberia and for France at the same time. And we did have garrison troops to defend southern Spain, but they were overwhelmed in some revolt event. Well, some revolt happened somewhere and it triumphed, so whatever. That doesn't really affect us though. Doctrines available. Let's do convoy sailing. We are trying to push back the enemy here. Fall of Lisbon, that has occurred. That affects Portugal and us, because obviously if the Portuguese fall, that means the Third Internationale can dedicate as many troops as they want to pushing us out of Spain, and we really need to hold on to Spain. And our problem is, for the most part, we can't pierce their tanks. The Second Melbourne Uprising. Also, we mainly have no supply. We need logistics, and we need more convoys. We don't have enough convoys because they keep getting sunk by the Third Internationale. And we have some naval battles going on here. Our Air Force, the naval bombers of our military are trying to push back and sink. Well, they're trying to sink the Third Internationale submarines to keep raiding our convoy lines, but they're not having much success with that thus far. And we have some more planes available here in reserve. And what can they do, possibly? There's some more fighters. Send out more naval bombers, like 50 of them. Put 50 of them in, say, the Western Mediterranean. The Venezuelans have canceled their Lend-Lease with us. Alright, but let's send out more naval bombers here. That's 150 naval bombers now. Put more planes into Iberia, well, in southern Iberia. And I think the Ottomans just beat the Egyptians. We have the 10th fighter wing established now. Send out more fighters. Yes, we need more fighters. More fighters. That's naval bombers. What am I doing? I need some close air support here, though. Where's close air support? There we go. 50 of these. That should be good. It's about all we have for close air support anyway. And they're going to go out now and try to fight in southern Iberia. Let's get some fighters sent out here. The Union State is fighting against the syndicalists of the CSA now. Send out these troops. That's good. Well, those planes. And we're still losing a lot of ground in southern France, so we're trying to hold on to southern Spain. And we have a lot of planes in the sky at this point. I really hope the British can just accept that they've lost here. They aren't really opposing us too badly, and that's good. We may need some more planes, though. Let's just try to cover the skies as a whole with more fighters. About 100 fighters here. Could have just used a different shortcut for that, but whatever. Move this air wing to another air base in Madrid, and we'll move them to Madrid because there's more space there. They're going to be watching over that now. Put more fighters here. 100 fighters, and 100 fighters. I hope they don't launch another naval invasion. That would be annoying. We keep trying to drive off these forces here. Can we keep control, though? I do not like the fact I had to send my main. We got some Lend-Lease from Australasia. Okay, red naval convoy results. Battle results. We sunk some ships. And this is our vengeance for our convoys being sunk constantly by the 3rd International. Well, a sub went down there. Now some convoys belonging to us. Oh, well. We're still trying to push back the British here. We're fighting the British in southern Spain mostly. Meanwhile, we're fighting the Commune of France, well, in France. And that front line, honestly, is collapsing because we had to, I don't know, it's just not going very well. We can't dedicate our entire army to fighting in France anymore due to the severity of the threat the British are posing in Spain, because we have a large portion of our industry, our industrial heartland in Spain at this point, because we conquered the Kingdom of Spain earlier on in this playthrough, and we need to defend it as hard as we can, even though that may leave us open to possible naval invasions that could occur now because we don't have any troops defending our ports. And our navy is here. Can you guys go out and just defend the Western Mediterranean? Just patrol that. You'll have support from naval bombers. Just do it. Keep getting some more naval bombers, maybe. More naval bombers. 91 naval bombers. Just get 50 planes, make a new squadron, and send them, well, a new naval bomber wing, and send them into the Western Mediterranean. That's going to be done. And they're just going to sink some more ships, hopefully. They better do that. And we need some more fighters, possibly, in southern Spain. I don't know. Yeah, it's just a problem for us holding out here. Use force attack. Try and push back the enemy. We're losing ground more and more in France. We're trying to hold on to Catalonia now. The enemy is at our gate, so to speak. Catalonia was where we're back at the point where, say, the borders were initially before our conflict with the 3rd International began. And let's research to improve infantry equipment too. Honestly, this war is not going like I thought it would. I thought we would completely steamroll the 3rd International due to our national spirit buffs. But you see, I didn't take into account our lack of naval supremacy capabilities against the 3rd International. Initially, it took us some time to get a lot of these naval bombers made. And that was a mistake because we had problems with convoys constantly getting sunk. We had probably, say, easily over several thousand convoys sunk during the whole span of this conflict. And if we can just hold on to Spain, we need it back under our control so badly here. And can they just accept the loss there? No, they're not going to do that. Some divisions are ready. Send them over to the 6th Army. We're holding on to France for now. These units are playing defensively as possible. Honestly, our long-term, well, at this point, our long-term strategy is to just hold out until the Reichspakt gets itself into a war with the 3rd International, then push as hard as we can while the French and the British are busy fighting against the Germans. And we need to retake Spain so badly. That is our main focus here right now. Just take back Spain and hold on. We'll take back Iberia and just hold on to what we have in France. Just play defensively as much as possible. And we just lost some territory here near Toulouse. Oh no. Let's do for the, okay, let's maybe do, okay, the Socialist Republic of Venezuela joined the 3rd International. We did some research, that's done. Let's start doing advanced machine tools in the Ottoman Empire, annex the Emirate of Cyrenaica. That's done. And there's no, what got sunk here? That's some convoys, good. Keep trying to take back territory here. How many planes do they have in this area? We're still dominating the skies, more or less. Any more naval bombers ready? Send some fighter wings off to Toledo. Well, Madrid, actually. They're going to go to Madrid. Send a few more fighters there. Send a majority of them, actually, there. We just frankly need the naval bombers in that air base. In Murcia, whatever. Send some more naval bombers out to the Western Mediterranean Sea. Just sink anything you find. Just sink it all. We now have 300 naval bombers there. And the enemy is losing submarines. They're losing more submarines. Those are Norwegian subs. Battle of the Western Mediterranean Sea. We are winning there. Good. And we're losing more of France. That's not good. At least we're making some gains somewhere, I suppose. And now we have unfulfilled import requests. Okay. Non-aggression pact with Ireland. Don't worry about that. Doctrine available. Lend-Lease was canceled. But now we can get forward interception. That's going to be it for our air doctrine. And we have a lot of stuff. We have no military, very few military factories under our control. Great, so that's not good. And we're trying to contain this naval invasion front still. I mean, honestly, we are having some success in stopping the enemy in Spain. We're just not doing very well at stopping the enemy in France. We are losing ground there constantly. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. Our divisions are collapsing there. The First Army has lost a lot of units, so is the Second Army. Like, divisions are being annihilated in the fighting. And we now have some convoys now making their way more and more. We now don't have to worry about that. We are sinking more ships, though. And we're just trying to, how to say, I guess, maybe chisel down the forces of the Third International, the ones they have at sea anyway. And it looks like the French are going to start making their way into Spain soon through Catalonia and through the Pyrenees area. So we're losing that war of attrition there. Unfortunately, we really need to stop the British here. We're trying to get them out of here. It's only going so well. They have taken probably so much equipment losses, but they can just replace it. Where's the Entente, you may ask? I have no idea. Do they want military access? We'll give you military access. Offer, they won't take military access. Okay, whatever. At least we're sinking some ships, though. I mean, that's good, right? I mean, that's some kind of tangible victory. And more ships are being sunk. Submarines. Great, so we may be winning on the ocean at this point, but now we're losing horribly on land, which is a reverse of what the majority of this playthrough has been. Well, yeah, that's just how things go for me, isn't it? And it looks like Burma joined the Reichspakt. The Portuguese are losing more of their territory to the Alsace Ultimatum has occurred. Please declare war on them, Germany. Please, I beg of you. And now, good, yes. The German Empire is now at war with, oh great, the world at war once again. And here we go. The Third International, the Second Weltkrieg. Good. The British will now be busy with that, so will France. They'll have to start sending less troops to fight on the front lines down here, hopefully. If we can just keep them back, we could, in the long term, win. I hope we can push these troops out of Spain now, because that's what we needed to happen. The Third International is going to be concerned more with the Reichspakt than with us, hopefully. And I imagine, frankly, the French have been busy smashing their troops in our lines so hard to lose a lot of their front lines, lose a lot of their stuff at the front lines very soon, maybe. Or maybe they just kept units in the reserves, and they actually will hold on to it, I don't know. We're losing more ground, though, still. Not good. And can we push, please, harder? I think the British are moving some of their divisions out of Spain, maybe? I don't know. Can't really say for sure. Although we are still losing, though. We have no more fuel. We need fuel. Give me fuel. Somebody want to trade for fuel? Flanders, Wallonia. They will not. Maybe Romania? Thank you for fuel, please. That is good for us. Someone joined the Reichspakt faction. And why is Germany not advancing so well? The collapse of the Portuguese Empire? Oh no. So now the Third International is completely going to focus on us. Let's have these units here. Spread out this order, please, and just focus on pushing in all parts of British-held Liberia and try to send those enemy troops packing while we can. So the 6th Army is going to expand their front line size and push more into Iberia, well, into the British-held parts of Iberia. Get rid of these areas here, just push when you can. We have 29 million manpower, just no equipment for anything. Do you want to do something, Germany? Offer military access? They will say no. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Base reluctance. Great. At least we sunk a good portion of the Third International Navy, though. They're losing a lot of ships at this point. Constantly, like, they lost some subs and some... Malta lost a convoy there. Convoy is part of the faction. There's some Lend-Lease from the Dutch East Indies. Thank you. And where are the Germans at this point? They're fighting there. Well, they're fighting against... I don't know where they're fighting. Maybe in Norway. They're fighting in Norway. It looks like Sweden is part of the Reichspakt, and they are advancing into Norway, which is a member of the Third International. And there's a whole bunch of naval battles going on in the Atlantic right now, especially in the English Channel and in the Bay of Biscay. I can't really see what's going on specifically, but I can imagine the Kriegsmarine is fighting against, well, the Kaiserredux Marine, whatever. The German Navy is fighting the navies of the Third International, and I can only hope they're winning for our sake. There's some Lend-Lease from Ukraine, Lend-Lease from Sweden, and I hope the Germans can start advancing into France. Please do that. Just do it. And that would be really good for us. Thank you if that happens, German Empire. Please just do something. I beg of you, German Empire. Do something. Just be aggressive. Be aggressive. That's all I want you to be. Be aggressive. And I'm going to end part 8 of my Rene Guenon Morocco playthrough in Kaiserredux here. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. You can check out Kaiserredux in the video description. The link to the mod is there.